Hello viewers, this is Revealing Light Tarot and I'm Marianne bringing you this reading from Outback, New South Wales. We've had a lot of requests on my channel to read on will Mitch McConnell get his will justice be served on Mitch McConnell. We know that there have been donations to him and to other Republicans, and that at the beginning in 2016, when it was indicated that Russians may have been conspiring and colluding with the Trump campaign, when the Obama government brought that information to McConnell, he ignored it. So, you know, he is right there in the thick of things. Will he be investigated? Will any links that he has to dark money be outed? Will any of his actions be questioned once there is a change of regime or a change of power, when Republicans are no longer have the influence that they have? So let's have a look at Mitch McConnell. Okay, so I'm getting the image of the Illuminati, and I think that what that is telling me, that Mitch McConnell is led by moneyed interests and moneyed interests alone. Okay, that is his prime purpose, as you know, for what he does. It's behind every agenda, every decision, every, you know, grab at power, every pushing aside process. He is driven by money. He's driven by the moneyed interests that have supported him. Now, again, I'm seeing a goblet of wine, and it seems to me that there are rewards for what he does, but also I keep seeing he's very oriented toward winning. Okay, he's very ruthlessly oriented toward winning at all costs. He will do anything to win, and he's motivated by money, by fulfilling promises in the past made to those who have donated to the Republican Party. He understands that money keeps the Republican Party in power, and then he must serve. So he's a servant, if you like, of these moneyed interests. So will he be, what down the track, what can we expect? How will he be judged? How will Mitch McConnell be judged? He certainly will be judged. How will Mitch McConnell be judged? All right. So the Knight of Rods is Knight of Rods or Wands in other decks is the card of freedom, free-spirited action. The Knight, this Knight is coming forward with enthusiasm. So this is suggesting that he will be judged. He will be judged when there is, a change of power and influence. Mitch McConnell will be judged by the people. And what is crossing him is the work that he's done for these money donors, for this dark money, for moneyed interests. He's worked very hard for them, and some of that will be exposed because this card is crossing him. Now the focus of the situation is the Ten of Swords, again suggesting that it will be a dark night of the soul for Mitch McConnell, that justice is coming, that his actions will be exposed, and this is him. It will lead to his demise. In the past, we have the relationships that have been cultivated, again around money. and that is what's going to come back to haunt him, if you like. The potential, though, is for him to continue to bring these tools and resources that he has at his disposal. This moneyed interest. There is potential for him to keep, again, because we see above I just want to point this out, we see above the magician is the infinity symbol, and if you turn the infinity symbol the other way, you get the 8. Now the 8 is very much the card of money, so don't expect these interests to go away anytime easily. Because this is the potential of the situation, that again these moneyed interests will come out to bear. So change is not going to be in the short term. Change is going to be in the long term, and providing there's the political will for it. The system won't be changed overnight, is what we're seeing. However, it is hopeful in a way that we have the Page of Swords. There seems to be, in this case and in the context of this reading, it seems to be that there will be an uncovering, if you like, an uncovering of the truth. And sometimes the Page of Swords is also referring to spying and news, so that it could well be that some secrets will be revealed to do with Mitch McConnell's actions. So I think that's something that we should watch out for, because I think there's going to be enough pressure from the electorate to uncover some of these secrets, because this is prying things open. It's not only the card of the, I guess, spying and uncovering secrets, but it's or burying secrets too, but it's also the card of prying open the truth. So it seems to suggest that Mitch McConnell, that justice is coming for Mitch McConnell, that some of his actions will be open to scrutiny, but it's also suggesting to watch for this. I guess, and I said I got the symbol of the Illuminati. I got the symbol of a triangle, and that he was being led around by the nose by this moneyed interest. This has come up again in this reading. The magician, the trickster, and the moneyed interests is showing that the potential for this situation is, even if Mitch McConnell is brought to justice, even if his actions are under scrutiny, it's a lot deeper than that. It's a lot deeper than just Mitch McConnell. And so, while it could well be the end for Mitch McConnell, in another way, unless the system is overhauled, this dark money, these moneyed interests that basically propel the Republicans forward, are stronger and greater and deeper than just Mitch McConnell. So I guess with that, we could just have a look at whether there will be the political will to tackle these moneyed interests, this moneyed, I guess, with the Republicans. And again, you have your electoral system. That is in a little bit in the way there. So it's almost like the system itself is corrupt. So the Republicans, in order to defeat Democrat and other anti-Repub or anti-moneyed agendas, the Republicans use these huge donations flowing into the system to get elected, I guess, the gerrymandering, the voter suppression, all of this is sort of like the Republican machine in order to get power and stay in power, so that these moneyed interests can be fulfilled. And that's going to take a lot of political will to try and reform that system. But let's have a look. The Page of Swords, while it's an enthusiastic attempt. The page is not a high court card. So let's just have a look. How can we phrase this? When power changes in the United States to the Democrats, will there be the political will to look at the electoral system, look at, let's say, not the electoral system, but to look at how money influences the Republican Party, or indeed all parties? Is there the political will to look at the moneyed influences in elections, to look at this dark money? Okay, so there is some hope, is what I'm seeing. Yeah, okay, so the emotion is strong now in the electorate to do something about how moneyed interests impacts on democracy in the US. Okay, and again, the Page of Cups is the challenge for the Republicans, and this is bringing forward proposals. Okay, so again, cups being emotions, the people may demand some kind of proposals from their government to try and limit the impact of the moneyed agenda and moneyed interests in politics. The focus of this situation is the ending of things and the beginning of something else. So this is suggesting that at the time when the power is in democratic hands, that perhaps there will be strong efforts to tighten up the system so that these moneyed interests are not allowed to influence or impact too much on democracy. In the past, the isolation, I see this as the Republicans, again, this is coming up in the readings to do with Republicans. It's almost because they've been exposed that they are becoming increasingly isolated. Now, the potential for this situation is for secrets to be revealed. The Moon card, there will be enough dirt that comes out post-Trump for the electorate, for the government, for the people to say, we demand change. The emotions are high, and there will be proposals brought to bear to limit this moneyed influence in the politics. And indeed, the wheel of fortune will change. Okay, will change for the better. So we are moving, America is moving, and if America is moving, then Australia is moving, and the rest of the world is moving into an era where the influence of money on politics will be made more transparent. And it will be made more transparent wholly because of the Trump presidency and the Trump Republican actions in the last 2 years, and their threat to democracy and democratic processes. They are propelling not just the US, but the world toward change. And that's why we're all sitting here. And I've said that before. This is a critical time globally, not just in the US, but globally. All right, it looks like on a lighter note, nobody really has much time for Mitch McConnell. It looks like on that note, he pulled the Ten of Cards card, the Ten of Swords, and that is definitely an ending for Mitch McConnell. So it looks like that secrets will be revealed. But just watch that for those. Whenever you see the resistance to change, you can look a bit further and track it back to some sort of moneyed interest or moneyed agenda. All right, viewers, that's it for me. I hope you enjoyed today's readings. I'm going on about my day and looking forward to a walk out in the outback, perhaps down by the creek. And I will talk to you all a bit later. Thank you.